A long and costly legal battle against a former Oklahoma State senator has come to an abrupt end.
Former Oklahoma Senator Ron Sharp was sued by Epic Charter Schools for libel and slander. Now the school is dropping their case and will pay an Epic payout of $500,000 plus legal fees. News 4's Austin Brissett talked to Sharp. Austin.
Well, Jillian Adam, that payout is coming years after then Senator Sharp started asking hard questions about the district's operations.
It was a mess. And it was stressful.
Former State Senator Ron Sharp says he began asking questions about Epic's operations all the way back in 2018 and 2019.
You're just saying, how is this going on? They knew exactly how to create this system, and its entanglement was pretty tremendous.
Investigations and audits eventually backing up Sharp's concerns that Epic's entire operation was, quote, ripe for fraud. Millions of Oklahoma tax dollars were spent on ghost students and excessive administrative costs. State Auditor Cindy Byrd called Epic the, quote, Enron of education. Sharp also asked about the quality of Epic's education.
And the kids would come back to the school districts very far behind in their academics, some saying that they needed 1 to 2 years just to catch up. So I began to ask them questions about what could be done of which to correct those problems. And of course, from there, some of the Epic lobbyists showed up to that meeting and the attacks began. And
Sharp was sued personally by Epic and sent cease and desist letters. His constituents received political flyers with his picture beside convicted sex offender Harvey Weinstein.
The superintendent of Epic wrote a very terrible letter to every single legislator saying what a liar and a cheat.
But now Epic is dropping their appeal, which means Sharp should get $500,000 as ordered by a judge. But he says that money won't give him back his Senate and subcommittee seats or his reputation.
I don't consider it enough because I enjoyed being a state senator. I did not go into the state Senate to attack Epic. It was something that was thrown in my lap. I had a responsibility either to do my job or to get on the payroll of Epic. And I chose of which to do my job and support public schools.
Now, we reached out to Epic for comment, and they did not have an official statement at this time. However, they did point out that the suit was filed when they were managed by Epic Youth Services. Now, Epic Charter Schools has severed ties with founders Ben Harris and David Cheney and their management company in May of 2021. Currently, Epic is seeking to merge their two branches, Epic One-on-One and Epic Blended Charter.